If you're new to Division 2 or a returning player, one of the early challenges you face is putting together a build that can tackle challenging or harder difficulty content, so you can farm control points for blueprints. Now that Year 5 Season 2 is dropped, you are also going to need to farm season levels efficiently. A big hindrance in many builds is they use gear or exotics you may not yet have. In this video, I've put together a build that contains no exotics, is easy to farm for, and offers good damage, armor regen, and armor on kill for survivability. Bear in mind this build is a template and can be modified both to suit your playstyle and around the gear you have or are able to obtain. The character I'm using has no watch levels applied, so if you already have a few watch levels, you should be able to outperform this character or have the option to add pieces that provide even more damage to this build. Hey everyone, it's Agent Meat from Delta Tactical. As you can see from the gameplay, I'm farming open world activities in the area around the Washington Monument control point. The map is set to challenging with 4 directives active. This area has multiple activities that are close together, so more of your time is spent engaging these activities rather than fast traveling close or running from point to point. As long as the control point is not captured, these activities will continue to respawn. When asked for a build that offers good damage and survivability, my default is a 4-piece Strikers build with the Memento backpack and Fox's Prayer knee pads, with either 1.1 or 1.3 million armor depending on your comfort level. This will slice through NPCs, and the Memento adds excellent survivability. But what if you don't have the Memento backpack? A good alternative is still to use the 4 pieces of Strikers, but pair it with 2 pieces of Bellstone to give you 1% armor regen and 10% armor on kill. The issue with this option, if you have a low watch level, is very low crit chance and crit damage as the Strikers pieces only have a single attribute. This build is one I settled on to work around these limitations. It has 3 weapon damage cores and 3 armor cores for a total of 1.1 million armor. From a stats perspective, it has 56% crit chance, 144.5% crit damage, 55% headshot damage, and 5% damage to armor. Due to the assault rifle used, it also has 10% damage to targets out of cover and 21% health damage. For survivability, it has 111,247 armor on kill and 11,125 armor regen per second. For the gear, I chose 1 piece of group over its brand set bonus of 15% crit damage, 1 piece of Cheska for its brand set bonus of 10% crit chance, 2 pieces of Bellstone for its brand set bonuses of 1% armor regen and 10% armor on kill, and finally 2 pieces of Walker and Harris for its brand set bonuses of 5% weapon damage and 5% damage to armor. The important part is the combination of brand sets, not which brand set is in which slot, so the order can be moved around based on what you have available. Each piece should be rolled to crit chance and crit damage where possible. On my build, the mask is Grupo. It has 15% weapon damage, 6% crit chance, and 12% crit damage. The mod is a crit damage mod. The chest is Bellstone. It has 112,452 armor, 9.1% crit damage, 6% crit chance, and a crit damage mod. The talent is Spotter. Amplifies total weapon and skill damage by 15% to pulsed enemies. This is what I was able to craft for this build, and it determines the specialization that I've chosen, Technician. Technician was chosen for the linked laser pointer. This pulses all enemies that are aimed at with a primary or secondary weapon, which will proc Spotter. As you can see, the Technician specialization is fully spec'd out, so I'm getting an additional passive skill tier, plus 12% damage to drones, skill proxies, and robotics. My favorite combination of chest talent and specialization would be the Obliterate talent and the Gunner specialization. Gunner gives slightly better overall DPS as you get a 5% rate of fire increase on kill, and every third reload is 50% faster. You also get ammo regeneration. Gunner also provides greater survivability due to the additional 10% armor on kill, but I've had to adapt to the gear I was able to obtain. The holster is the 2nd piece of Bellstone. It has 170,000 armor, 12% crit damage, and 6% crit chance. The backpack is Cheska. It has 15% weapon damage, 12% crit damage, 6% crit chance, and a crit damage mod. The talent is Bloodsucker. Killing an enemy adds and refreshes a stack of 10% bonus armor for 10 seconds. Max stack is 10. This talent was chosen to add additional survivability like you would get from the short-term buffs for Memento. I tried a few damage talents here, but I needed the bonus armor so I had the option to play out of cover. The gloves are Walker and Harris. The core attribute has been rolled to armor, so it has 170,000 armor, and it has 12% crit damage and 6% crit chance. The knee pads are the second piece of Walker and Harris, and have 14.8% weapon damage, 12% crit damage, and 6% crit chance. For the primary weapon, I've chosen a Police M4 with damage to targets out of cover and the talent Optimist. Weapon damage is increased by 3% for every 10% ammo missing from the magazine. The mods are a crit chance scope, crit chance muzzle brake, an extended magazine, and the linked laser pointer. The secondary, pistol, and the skills that you choose to use are completely optional, so choose whichever best suits your playstyle. The skills I've chosen are the Crusader Shield and the Striker Drone. I'll leave you now with some additional gameplay. If you've enjoyed the video and are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And for everyone, please engage with the video. Sharing, leaving a like or a comment, even a simple thumbs up in the comments really helps the channel. This is Agent Meat signing off. Have a great day, everyone.
Detected. Detected. Access key detected. System restored. detected.
Hostile! Locked!
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Hostile control point detected. Incoming hostiles detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts.